It's been more than 3 months since this extensive diesel leak at the Murray's Irving and Woodstock was first discovered. Since then, crews have been working day and night to clean up what could be more than 100,000 liters of leaked fuel. But some locals say they had suspicions about a leak and complained about the smell of fuel long before anybody did anything.
Realized it was coming out of the tap.
It's been pretty nerve-wracking.
I'm terrified because we don't know where it's going.
Regulators first learned something was wrong when Tim Hortons reported fuel in its water on December 12th. The next day, Tim's was closed, as was Murray's Irving restaurant across the parking lot, stating on Facebook that there was a water system issue. According to reports obtained by CBC News, cleanup crews stated that on December 16th, preliminary inventory control summary shows approximately 5,000 liters missing. A week later, based on the amount crews were pumping out of the ground, estimates jumped to between 50,000 and 100,000 liters. And on January 9th, in a report to the Premier, Department of Environment stated it may be greater than 100,000 liters. Ever since, vacuum trucks have been pumping contaminated water and excavators have been removing polluted soil. But some locals say they made complaints well before anyone responded to this leak, some all the way back in October.
So back in October, I came here to charge my car. While I was waiting, I went into Tim Hortons just to use the washroom. When I went to wash my hands, I just noticed that it smelled like gas. So I tried to wash that smell off, obviously couldn't, and realized it was coming out of the tap. I got back in my car. When I went to work, I called them and just let them know what happened. The manager who I talked to basically said it's the smell that smells from their filtration system for their water. She said she's had multiple calls and that was it.
So what went through your mind when you saw this place get shut down in December?
Just that I was right, and it was kind of scary.
For more than 3 months, residents who live nearby have watched nervously as crews work to clean up the mess and scour their nearby streams and ponds for possible contamination. Many here are worried about what the spill means for their well water.
Since it's been gotten going, it's been pretty nerve-wracking just knowing that it could possibly get over here.
I'm terrified because we don't know where it's going. We have no idea until everything's tested.
Wanda Peterson was working at the Tim Hortons when it shut down. She says staff were aware of the complaints and the smell, but they thought it was something else.
Just that the bathroom had sulfur and everybody thought it was just sulfur because we have hard water there.
For how long?
Oh, maybe a month, a couple weeks before, I'm not really sure. Okay. I can't remember. But we've had sulfur in our water for a while because it's hard water.
On Tuesday, the Minister of Environment and Climate Change, Gilles Lepage, stated in the provincial legislature's question period that there is an investigation into the leak. Now, CBC News made multiple attempts to speak with the franchise owner of that Tim Hortons, Ian McDougall, but received no reply. However, an email from the Tim Hortons media relations team reads in part, "The health and safety of guests is our top priority, and the local restaurant owner acted quickly when this situation first arose. The restaurant's food and beverages were not impacted." Repeated attempts have been made to speak with someone from Irving Oil Limited about how such a large leak could go undetected for so long, and so far we've received no reply.